Today we're going to try and use these 3 cutters to give some texturing on some wood. We've been inspired by the Zoom demonstration by Chris Fisher, where he did some texturing using an angle grinder. We've got the angle grinder and we've got these three cutters we're going to try. One is a carbide tipped, which is that one there, which has got 2 cutters on. We've got one in the center, which is a burr, and that one on the outside, which has got 6 cutters on it, just ordinary steel. So we're going to try this on a piece of wood in a minute.
Right, we've come over to the lathe. Roy's just going to trim this back so we can have something to play with. This is what Alan thought he was going to make a table lamp out of.
As you can see, Alan's tools are very blunt.
They look good. We won't show Roy's not using a face now.
No, that's what I thought. Okay, before I start, I'm gonna lock this headstock. Okay, we'll see how this one goes, shall we? I shall practice what I preach, put my glasses on, face shield, and we'll see where we go.
Especially as we haven't got a guard on this
one. Quite vicious, isn't it?
That was quite aggressive, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. Oh my god. That's a what's it one, isn't it?
We don't like that one.
Right, I've now turned a bowl down to a rough shape, marked on there with pencil lines roughly where I'm going to do the texturing. So the first tool we're going to use is the Abratech tool with the 6 cutters on it, which is the plain hard steel cutters. So we're going to see how this one goes. We've done 4 cuts with that, but I think I'm probably doing it too coarse. So I'm going to try a more gentle one. So I think that works a little bit better, doing it not so fierce. So having done that one now, we'll change the cutter and we'll put the other Abratech cutter on, which is a lot more fiercer. So I'll get Alan to change that one for me. So this cutter has got two carbide tipped cutters on it. One there and one there. So, well, I think it's going to be a bit more aggressive than the other one. So you need to make sure you've got it going the right way, which is that way on, not that way, that way. As you can see, that gives a very similar cut, but a lot quicker. And it doesn't tend to burn like the high-speed steel one did. So there's a few spots on there I'd like to clear up, so we're doing a bit more. Right, so that's a little go with that one. We now got another cutter, which is a Nick Agar recommended burr cutter, which I'm going to get Alan to change on the machine, and we'll have a go with that. Well, that one gives a much gentler cut than the other two, and slightly different, so you can get a different effect with that, but it's still quite pleasing. So there you have it. We've tried the 3 different cutters and we got 3 different results. So it's up to you now which you prefer. As you can see, I've textured all the way around now. So if I turn the bowl round, you can see the different textures. The burning is where I've kept it on too long. So I've now learnt that if you only put it on lightly, you don't burn the timber. But if you're going to paint the inside, which is what I'm going to do with this eventually, it doesn't really matter whether it's burnt or not. But there's 3 different textures there. They're all very similar, but all slightly different, giving a different effect. So once it's all sprayed up and polished, we'll have a look and see what it looks like. This is the final result of the job I was doing. I've ebonised the outside and polished it. This isn't the finished article that I did with the 3 cutters, because I made a mess of doing the colouring, so I've redone it just using 1 cutter. But you can see the effect that you can get.